of bloodshot eyes, as clear as I ever did, clouded by sentiment. I swear I never meant to cut those ties. I was distant and reticent, you were selfish and hesitant to change. But sometimes when I paint my life, I shade in a black and white past, leave out the shadows I cast. I only try to find a place to hide, instead of helping you survive. Another
Hello and welcome to the third round of the Coast to Coast Racing League Amateur Outdoor Championship. I am Dylan Carlson alongside Sean Hardy, and we're getting ready to go racing here in Portugal for the second but MXGP round of the series. Sean, how you doing tonight?
Not too bad, man. I'm excited for some more MXGP racing tonight. We had a good race last week. Hopefully a little bit less contact, but I'm excited, man.
Man, it's going to be an absolute barn burner tonight, folks. Hey, I just want to give a quick little shout out to we've got a little bit of a change in points. Seymour, we interviewed him last week. He actually took over the points lead and is now our current points leader with, I believe, 320 some points. I got the results up here. Hey, but we got qualifying underway, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with that, folks. It's gonna be an absolutely great day of racing. I'm stoked. I'm ready to get this going. But let's go on board with the, oh geez, what number is he? The 964 machine. As we get ready to start well, you guys all know and love it. It's the Label Pre-Show coming up real quick.
"40 riders, 16 motos, 8 weeks, but only one will be crowned. Welcome.
It's the Label Pre-Show.
It's the Label Pre-Show. Come on, there's no way he's going to do this every week.
Oh my god. I hope he doesn't say that.
How many beers is he going to drink?
This guy doesn't have any friends.
Oh gee.
Hopefully this is overkill.
It's the Label Pre-Show.
So, as we get ready for qualifying to start here, I mean, it's the Label Pre-Show, Sean. We gotta have a beer, man.
Oh yeah, have to. Gotta have some sodies before the race. Makes calling it way better anyways.
I mean, absolutely. I gotta get, a little tuned up before these races. Makes my nerves kind of settle down. Hey, we added a lot of equipment to the production this week. Ended up going out and buying one of those Elgato Stream Decks, so we're gonna try to have a little bit nicer of a production for you guys. But man, I'm hoping for the best here, but I'm a little nervous. New tech. It's always kind of, it's a little rough, especially off rip. But hey, we've got qualifying just about to start. We're gonna go on board. Well, shoot, yeah, we'll go on board with the 191 machine, just sitting outside, or sitting in 10th in points right now. This will be his third round. He's showing up, looks consistent. I know he's been putting in the hours this week. Man, and I'd really like to see a solid performance out of Kurt. What do you think?
Oh, definitely. Him and Dino, they've been grinding this week. I mean, not just this week. They've been grinding this whole series. They've definitely hit a new skill plateau riding with them guys. So I think they're gonna continue to do good and hopefully do better throughout the series.
Well, he does have the current points leader of Seymour right in behind him. Hey, let's just do a quick top 10 rundown of our championship points. So the 964 of Seymour on that AMR Pro Precision Factory suspension, he's sitting at the top with 353 points. Man, it's a tough one out there for Ruts being 29 points back, but a good solid showing from the 223 rider. His teammate and co-owner Slow, sitting in third, only 3 points back. I mean, that's a tight battle for sure. I mean, with how much points are awarded or how many points are awarded each round, Sean, you got to think Slow's looking to capitalize and maybe take that 2 spot away from his teammate.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully there's no love lost there either.
No, I don't think they're gonna be trying to blow each other's doors off, but I definitely don't think that they're, not going to make an aggressive pass when it's absolutely necessary. But hey, let's check in with our current points leader here. So, just going back to our results quick, Diego Jasso looking, man, he's on the outside looking in for that podium position. He's not too far back behind those guys, but LG Mud's kind of in that same boat. You know, they're sitting 11 points out from a potential podium, so a good result here, that could change a lot for those guys. Then we start to get in, you know, the maybe top 5 hopefuls of Mango, Dino on the so-called Designs ride, tied with Hotshot on that AMR, on the AMR team as well. We got Swapper. You know, it's starting to look like it might be a little bit of a long shot for our 9th and 10th place guys to get, you know, up into that top 5, but basically everybody between 4th through 8th, I mean, there's a potential for, you know, a solid result. You could see yourself be top 5 in the championship.
Definitely. I think there'll be some room to move around, but you're really going to need to lock in and decide now that it's your time to go for something.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Let me just get this swap back over so we can actually watch some of the qualifying. Hey, as we go around, wow. You know, just as I say that, we were just talking about this guy, Dino, on the so-called Designs ride. Him and Kurt have been grinding, and there they are, you know, just chasing each other around the track. Dude, he's our fastest qualifier right now with a 1:45.
I love seeing it. I taught them guys a couple lines last night. I hope they're using them. This is one of my favorite tracks, probably the closest I ever came to make an aerial.
As both of them tuck the front in the corner.
Right.
Oh man,
it's a tough track. It's tough on the front ends because there's a lot of flat corners, but you can almost use some of them like Supercross corners, get some momentum, and hit big lines from the inside, which is nice.
So what do you think is going to be the most challenging part of this track tonight for these guys?
I think on a 250, the big quad, downhill quad, and the downhill triple right after it, making both of those in one lap is very tough, especially from the inside where you want to be to keep your time. But I think those are the 2 biggest stretches, and I think it'll be interesting. Whoever can hit those and continue hitting those late in the race is going to be really fast.
I gotta get my my Max HUD off there. Sorry about that, boys. Man, but so there's a couple of big lines, and you know, I did a little bit of riding on this track, just to kind of see what was going on. And honestly, man, like I am not that good at outdoors. So there's some of these lines. I remember playing this track when it went the other way, and it was a lot harder to get some of these sketchy lines. But man, if you got the speed, wow, just an absolute sandwich. The so-called boys, they're not letting old Seymour go by easily. Not in quali, not today. But yeah, man, dude, this is great. I'm happy for Dino. You know, we got a little bit left to qualifying. He's trying to set in some fast times. He looks good. What are we going to call it early, Sean? You think potential top 5 for Dino tonight?
I don't want to jinx him, but he's looking really, really good.
I mean, he's holding on to it. He looks like he's ripping. All right. Well, we got 9 minutes left of qualifying, so let's just do a quick top 10 rundown. We've got Dino on that so-called Designs 222. Wow, his number's kind of messed up, but I'm not changing his graphics for this series. I do enough. Holding it down out front with a 1:45.27. 2.25 seconds off of him is going to be the series promoter. Ruts on that 2:23 Performance Husky. The 7:01 of Sleepy holding down that 3 spot. Not too far off Ruts. About 2.3 seconds off of Dino. Shorty on that ATR Racing KTM in the 4 spot. And Sosha on that MXB Factory KTM holding it down, or rounding out our top 5. In the 6th spot, we've got Legion, the 420 ride on a Husqvarna. In the 7th spot, we've got our current points leader, Seymour, on that AMR Pro Precision Factory suspension. Wow, that is a mouthful, folks. And in the 8th spot, none other than the 191 of Kurt, as he's going to go by. We'll hop on board with him quick. On the so-called Designs Husqvarna. In the 9 spot, we've got T-Dub on that WCP Kawasaki. He's looking a little bit off the pace here. 10 seconds off of Dino. Man, he's going to have to pick it up if he wants to make it in that the top 40. And rounding out our top 10, that's going to be the 257 of Linus on that TSC Kawasaki. Man, Sean, it's looking like it's going to be a good day of racing.
I definitely think so. I think this track's a little bit on the easier side for MXGP tracks, so I think with an amateur series we're gonna see some good racing on it, and hopefully we don't have a gong throw, as some would call it, that we saw last week.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be tougher. Uh-oh, a little bit of stream lag here. What's going on? Oh, I gotta turn my 3D grass off again. Every time. Oh man, that is tough. Oh, it is off. All right, we're just gonna turn all of these off. We'll get back to the racing. Just make it a little bit easier for you guys. I always forget to do that, man. I'm so bad. You'd think by round 3 I'd have it figured out.
I've just started running it off all the time, save my frames.
For sure. Well, it looks like Dino's still out front with 6.5 minutes left in qualifying. I mean, that's got to bode a huge. That has to be a huge vote of confidence for a guy like Dino coming into this race.
Oh, definitely. You know when you qualify well, you're confident on the gate. You're more willing to make some more aggressive moves, try some things that you might not, and try and make it work.
Well, and you know what, Sean? Like, we've seen really good starts out of Dino, and it's typical for him to start up front, and then he'll kind of get shuffled back, might get tangled up with some guys that just MX bikes things in the start, but realistically, like, if he's running this pace, he knows he can run up front. And maybe a good start is all he needs. Get some clear air, get out front early, and not have to worry about, making those mistakes with other riders being around him. But, dude, like, you can't argue with this. He's a 1.5 seconds faster than everybody else in the lobby right now with 5 minutes. And if he gets a good start, I mean, a lot of these guys got to know that SCD bike, it's wide, and Dino's not afraid to run it in on you. He's usually, I don't know. I race with him all the time. Well, we both do.
Oh, yeah. And, if Kurt's there, too, there's going to be some team tactics going on. I was in there last night. They were coordinating everything down to the T, kits, everything.
Oh.
But these boys are ready. If you see the slingshot maneuver, don't be surprised.
Well, you can't count the Kurt-seeking missile. It's a tough one to deal with. I know we both have dealt with that in the past. You never know what's going to happen when the 191 gets into your kind of airspace. But hey, check this out. We got Seymour, current points leader, still 1.5 seconds, or 1.25 seconds off Dino. But, I mean, this bodes well for him. He said last week in his interview that, he struggled a little bit with, just kind of getting a good start, getting shuffled back, dealing with some mistakes. But guy's got the red plate. You think it's going to be a little heavy?
Definitely going to be weighing on you to protect it. But, I think at the end of the day, you almost want to just not think about it, do your thing, and let the cream of the crop rise to the top, as they say.
Hey, I mean, it's definitely it's a confidence boost in my opinion, but it's also kind of a curse because now you've got this big red target on your back, and there is guys like Ruts that are gunning for it. Slow's not too far behind him, so and if you have one bad race, man, it will punish you out here. So definitely got to look at those two guys, or those three, Seymour, Ruts, Slow, dude. Those guys. Let's talk about the 223 guys real quick, which I think is odd that they have this. They chose their team number. That's Dino's racing number.
Right. What a coincidence.
But this guy right here and his teammate Slow, man, these guys, honestly, like I don't know what Slow does behind the gate, what his pre-race prep is, but he can get starts. And if he kind of has that same thing with Dino, you know, he starts great, gets into some of the other riders, and then just starts making mistake after mistake, and it gets tough for him. So,
Yep.
but he always finds that, you know, that like P10, that kind of area towards the end of the moto. But I think guys like Ruts, like I would say he's a top 5 contender as he goes down, gets the commentator's course. But I don't know, man. It's going to be a really exciting night of racing. Looks like Seymour is closing the gap just ever so slightly as time is winding down in this qualifying session. We're actually going to have him on the show. He's got a little bit of a, points leader interview. So we're excited to see him out there. Man, everybody that I look at just goes down. Looks like Ruts and Slow have worked their way into the top 5 qualifying. Check in with Shorty on that ATR. Oop, he's in pits. We got Sosha that's just barely on the outside looking in, rocking the B plates. Must be getting ready for Loretta's or something like that. Legion in 8th. Holland in 9th. Linus on that TSC Kawasaki. He's going to be rounding out our top 10. Not a whole lot of movement as far as those guys. Kind of sticking around that. Yeah, man. It's gonna be a great night of racing. I got high hopes, Sean. I got really high hopes for tonight.
Very excited. I think this track is a good suit for the guys, and it'll produce some good racing for sure.
Well, I am actually gonna run over quick. Oh, man. Okay. Time is winding down. We got 12 seconds left, and God, you just can't. Okay, so, we've been talking about this. It's a vote of confidence, but I don't know if Dino's just trying to extend his lead a little bit, or his time, but man, he has put it on the ground a lot already for this qualifying session.
I know how that gets. When you're up there high on the leaderboard, someone might be closing in. You're just trying to push every ounce out of your lap possible that you can. And there's a fine line between keeping it off the ground and running those really fast times when you're pushing it at your absolute limits. That's for sure.
Well, time has expired. Looks like Shorty, ooh, man, 8/10? No. 8/100ths of a second off. Oh, Seymour will take the top spot as time has expired with a 1:44.246, pushing Dino into the 2 spot. Man, that's, he held it the entire qualifying session, but unfortunately wasn't able to hold on to it all the way to the checkers. But, I mean, that's great for him. Seymour looking great. Red plate coming out, wants to show us that he's the fastest qualifier in Group A. Something to be said, though, Sean.
I definitely think Dino is not going to be too beat up over losing that first place spot. I think he'll be pretty ecstatic over having a P2 overall in Group A for sure.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, time has expired, and we are just going to pop over real quick. And I believe we're going to have a couple little interviews here. Hoping that Jimmy can get on, or Seymour, one of the two. I know I told them. Well, we'll hit a quick commercial break. We'll be right back and wait for those guys to hop in, and then we'll get ready to get their interviews going.
All I wanna do is go out trapping with the shoes. Wrist game froze, you should see the way we do it. Sexy little bitch, you throwing titties out the window. You from out of town, but you know what we get into. All I wanna do is go out trapping with the shooters. Wrist on froze, you should see how I maneuver. Shorty say she down and up and flex with all the shooters. Shorty, all you gotta get ahead of all my shooters. I came in, I just pulled it off the lot. Sailing like a pirate, I came in with a yacht. I came up off a drop and not the spot. Tell me if you fucking, cause it's backups if you're not. I'm just flexing, too hard. Threesome, session, 2 bras. Every time I step out, shit lit. I just walked in, Heisman, you bitch. Boy, I'm trying to catch me with the shooters. Snow, I'm down to catch one if you shoot us. No more putting shooters in the Uber. They can't hop back in it when they. All I wanna do is go out trapping with the shooters. Wrist game froze, you should see the way we do it. Sexy little bitch, you throwing titties out the window. You from out of town, but you know what we get into. With shooters, wrist on froze, you should see how I maneuver. Shorty say she down and up and flex with all the shooters. Shorty, all you gotta get ahead of all my shooters. I came in, I just pulled up with the slab. She don't know her father, but her mama call me dad. Go designer shopping, copy, fucking up the tab. Rich for my stick as fuck, I had to brag. Harleys, diamonds, homie. Don't it get you horny? It's late, but I can't leave. It's lit, rolling, tie down, my shit legit.
Shake me down. Not a lot of people left around. Who knows now? Softly laying on the ground. Ooh. Not a lot of people left around. Ooh. Ooh. In my life, I've seen people walk into the sea just to find memories, plagued by constant misery. Their eyes cast down, fixed upon the ground. Their eyes cast down. I'll keep my eyes fixed on the sun. Shake me down, cut my hair on a silver cloud, a broken sound, softly laying on the ground. Not a lot of people left around. In my past, bittersweet, found no love between the sheets. Taste the blood, broken dreams, lonely times indeed. With eyes cast down, fixed upon the ground. With eyes cast down. I'll keep
All right, folks, we are back, and honestly, I'm super excited. We've got Jimmy, our series sponsor for East Coast Dirtbags, representing. Jimmy, what's going on, man?
How's it going, brother? Doing well. Just walking in the door, not racing tonight, but happy to be watching the stream, see some awesome amateur CCRL outdoors tonight, and watch the broadcast. So I am here to support and enjoy it from a spectator position. How are you doing, man?
Dude, we're doing great here at the so-called studios, man. It's, you know, I've known you for a little bit now, and I know Goat's probably going to call me out in chat saying that I owe you a shirt. And yes, I do owe you a shirt. You're a former champion of the GRD Sunday Scary Supercross Series, but I'm so glad to see that you're out here supporting Rutz's series for the CCRL Amateur Outdoors, representing the East Coast Dirtbags. So I just got a couple quick questions for you, and then we'll let you on your way. We actually have another interview coming up here shortly with our current points leader. But anyways, East Coast Dirtbags. Kind of give me a dirty rundown of like what you guys do over there and how you're supporting this series.
So yeah, quick story, I guess. You know, Cam, one of my best friends, and myself were just playing the game, you know, getting into MX bikes about, 24 months ago per se. And, we wanted to compete, trying the ARL stuff, not quite there, realizing, we got a lot of work to do. But it was hard at the time to find like, these amateur series being so new to the game. And we're like, well, we got some friends on the game. Let's just start something small, private little 20-man supercross around January this year. We were like, we want to, compete with people our speed and work our way up from there. So really cool. We found about 20, 25 guys. It was super private. And from there, a friend told a friend. They were like, this is really cool. Further along, we developed a stream, really awesome broadcast, 2 teams, Wheel to Wheel, formerly known as the AV Customs booth, does our A class, and then we do our B and C class. So totally amateur, and we're always progressing people up to the next class, making new winners in each class, etc. So something we're just trying to do, create a progression league for people that are working their way towards ARL, and they can have fun doing it, be in the spotlight from time to time, work their way through the classes. And it's just developed into something crazy that we never really expected, but we've embraced it and we love it.
Well, that's awesome, man. Again, I can't thank you enough for coming out here and supporting, Rutz and his series. I know that this is, it means a lot to him, and you guys helping out. It's super great. So do appreciate the support. Everybody go check out East Coast Dirtbags. I'm sure they've got a Discord link inside the CCRL Discord. And yeah, man, thanks for coming on the show, dude. It's always good to hear from you.
Absolutely, man. Thank you for having me. And I do want to shout out really quick all the other people and all the other creators that have developed from, everyone pushing each other and the respect that goes amongst those creators. You got MXB Factory out here supporting the series. Sosha is incredible what he can do. And there's so many other CCRL, the amazing Loretta Lynn series that they ran. Just so much production. I love watching your stream, your edits, man. They're incredible. And yeah, I can't wait for my t-shirt. You guys have fun tonight.
Hey,
I will see you soon.
I appreciate the kind words, Jimmy. You have a good night.
You too, buddy.
All right. Well, I mean, this next guest, he needs no introduction. It's our current points leader, Seymour. You're riding for that AMR Pro Precision Factory suspension team. Dude, how's it feel to have that red plate?
Oh, dude, the introduction plus the red plate, I'm grinning ear to ear right now, boys. I don't know what to say.
Hey, well, we're just happy to have you back on the show. So, take us through that qualifying session. You were the fastest in Group A, but it was late in the session. What's kind of going through your mind right now?
Just another classic Seymour day. Rode the track late last night. Don't have a lot of laps logged, and hopped on just probably 15 minutes before quali as I'm shoving dinner down my throat, and said, you know what, we're just gonna send it. And I knew on my first lap I had a good time. I kind of thought about just backing it down and just taking it easy, but then I was like, no, I got the red plate, I might as well try and qual well. So I was just sending it for 15 minutes and actually threw down a heater on the last lap.
Hey, well, you looked really good. Felt a little bad to dethrone my guy out there, Dino. But, racing's racing. You got to try to get to that top qual spot. Yeah, man, you looked really good. But is there anything that's, really challenging you tonight?
Man, probably just a mental game more than anything. I mean, the track and the bikes, they're one thing. I'm not going to complain about the game or anything like that. But I don't know. I'm just going to have to put my head in the game, get on the gate, make sure we got a good hole shot. And I guess the biggest challenge would be that, avoiding the MX bikes experience on the hole shot.
Hell yeah, man. Well, honestly, dude, it's always good to talk to you. We're super happy that you came in for the interview. Good luck tonight. And before we let you go, is there anybody you'd like to thank?
Just again, the AMR guys, Pro Precision, they helped me out so much. I wouldn't be able to do anything in this game without the suspension. And then, like I said last time, we hang out with the Normsco guys a lot, and we've been training with them a lot. So I just got to give a hand to Coxie and Cog. They've been really putting in the work with me, so I appreciate everything from everybody.
Well, it's again, huge shout out to the AMR guys. I see, we got some friends of yours. We've got Pressure. He's saying he's cheering you and Hotshot on for tonight. Man, good luck, dude. It looks like
Thank you.
You qualified fast, and you're definitely somebody that we're gonna be watching out for. And that red plate's got to feel a little heavy.
Oh, she's weighing me down, boys. Don't let it lie.
Awesome, man. Well, we'll let you go and get ready for your race. Moto 1's coming up just in a little bit, so we'll talk to you later, man.
Appreciate it, boys. Talk to you later.
Well, Sean, what do you think, man? We got some exciting racing going on, dude.
I'm excited, man. We got a tight points battle between a bunch of guys we know pretty well, so that's always fun to call.
Oh, absolutely.
Good track for racing, so I'm excited for tonight.
Absolutely. Well, hey, while we're waiting, let's we got Moto 1 coming up here in just a bit. But I'm going to go ahead and just kind of hop in. Oh, I got to turn my controller on if I want to use free cam. Let's just check out some of the kits. I know a lot of people submit stuff each week and they might not get a whole lot of screen time. Yeah, we got the Sosha on that MXB factory ride. Man, that thing is a clean looking KTM. We got Slime, little dude right there. Oh yeah, we're going to go ahead and just turn those on real quick. Looking awfully snazzy with the B plates. Who else we got? We got Sleepy on that TSC Husqvarna, trying to do some wheelies in the pits here. Man, it's gonna be a barn burner tonight. And I really like, as much as I hate to say, like, FXR has taken over this game in force. I swear to God, I'm at a Minnesota track with how prevalent this gear is. But, it looks good. I like the look. I don't know who's doing their graphics over at 223, but it's a clean look. I like it. But we got the boys coordinating kits. Hey, we got the 191. We got Dino. We got Tubbs. Hey, Tubbs made it into the A main.
Love to see it.
This is awesome. I don't know if these boys are watching the stream. They're
prepared. They're prepared. Yeah, they're ready for it.
They're ready. Let's go ahead and just turn these off. We'll get a quick screenshot of the boys. The boys are out here doing the most. Awesome. Hey, I love to see it. I'm so happy for Tubbs. Tubbs puts in the work, dude. He races more than anybody else on our team, like bar none. The guy is constantly racing, and I'm so glad to see him out here and trying to make a name for himself in the A main. It's well deserved, but it's hard to argue with the fact that the red plate, man, that's the person you're going to be looking out for tonight. But we're about to go racing, Sean. Who's going to be our TH Visuals one to watch tonight?
Obviously, you gotta watch the red plate, man. But also, I gotta give it to Dino too, man. I'm split. I think Dino qualified really, really well. He looks really strong on this track. I think for me, it's split between Seymour and Dino for this race.
Well, I'm definitely rooting for Dino. I think he's got it in him. He qualified fast. He's got a lot of confidence. But yeah, I guess all right, we're gonna go with the 964 of Seymour on that AMR Pro Precision Factory Suspension Husqvarna. He's going to be our TH Visuals one to watch tonight. As the revs are up, we're getting ready to go racing here in Portugal. And the gate is down. Who's going to be the first to the first corner? Oh, as we have a classic MXB pile up, it looks like it's going to be the 224 of Stowe and Kimball out front early on. Vote on that Kawasaki. We got a 3-rider battle for the lead as Sosha on the MXB factory and our current points leader are rounding out the top 5 early on in this Moto number 1. Looks like we had a chain. No. Kimball out front, holding it down. We're going to switch over to the TV cameras real quick as we get on board with the 427 machine. Rocking the Suzuki. Man, he looks good. Great start. This is exactly where we want to be as a bike comes across the track and collides with him. Oh no, it's going to push him down again. Unfortunately, I think that's going to allow Sosha on that MXB factory KTM to take the lead away. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Who's behind him? That's a great start for Seymour.
Definitely can't be mad at that, especially with how these starts are known to go.
Oh, yeah.
That's damn near as good as you can be.
Out front, early on. Slow hold it down in third as Rari's going to make it around him there. Hey! Put this guy in the A-main and he's going to put it in the top 5 from the first lap. Let's see. Let's go, Tubbs.
Tubbs is a great starter, too. And, you know, he's not always getting the hole shots, but he's consistent and he can get good starts even with chaos, that's for sure.
He definitely knows when to back off when you see that pile up start to happen. But man, like, this is a solid start for him. And he's not letting go. We got Hot Shot hot on his heels in that 5th position. He's going to try to go up the inside, make the pass, not able to successfully do that. Tubbs is going forward as he gets into Rari and both of them go down. Unfortunate. Man, that is tough. You hate to see that, Sean. But out front.
Definitely.
Sosha holding it down. Seymour not too far behind him. That's going to put Rari. Ooh, I think Hot Shot is going to be in the 3 position. Man, looking good. AMR having a pretty good start to this first moto. Love the B plates. Looks like Seymour is trying to put a charge on to get out front and maybe get his first moto win of the series. I'm excited for Sosha. You know, everybody knows, well, Jimmy just talked about it earlier on the broadcast. He's a sponsor of the series. Ooh, hopping out of the rut. Is that going to allow Seymour to get alongside of him? Seymour up the inside, runs him high. Seymour has taken the lead. The red plate to the front. Well, he said it might be weighing on him, but it looks pretty light right now, Sean.
Man, he's doing what he needs to do. He got to where he needs to be. Now it's just time to lock in and hold on.
Mute my mic so people don't hear me crack my second Miller Lite of the stream. But yeah, no, Seymour, absolutely. Great start. Got out front early, making the pass for the lead. Now he's looking to set sail and hopefully check out for this first moto.
Looks like the gap's staying relatively close, so you know Sosha doesn't want to give that up quite yet.
Oh yeah, you know, he's going to hold on to it. Little bit of a mistake trying to get up this hill and back down into this little valley here. Man, that is incredible. All right. Well, we've got 10 minutes left of this first moto, so we're going to give you the Cloud suspension and visuals top 10 rundown. Out front, we have Seymour on that AMR Pro Precision Factory suspension Husqvarna. The 739 of Sosha on that MXB Factory KTM, rounding out or holding down second with Hot Shot, the AMR Pro Precision Factory suspension rider, hot on his heels, rounding out our podium. Just outside of podium contention is going to be Vote 209. I don't know how to say his name. The 902 ride and the 938 of Slow on that 223 Pro or Performance Racing. Husqvarna going to move back into fourth as Vote's going to go down. In the sixth spot, we've got Mango on that 223 ride. Rari in the seventh spot, and it looks like Kura on that west side SSW KD KTM is going to move into the seventh spot. A little bit of shuffling around. We've got Fuller in ninth, and rounding out our top 10, that's going to be the 224 of Stowe. Oh no, was there a change for the lead? No, Seymour, he's got some pressure from, well, no pun intended for pressure. I know he rides for these guys on that Aftermath Racing team, but Hot Shot coming in hot. He's looking to make the pass for the lead. We might have a battle on our hands here, Sean.
Between two teammates of that, I don't know how these guys ride, but I know when my teammates get close to me, I'm actually more scared than a random rider.
Well, it all depends, right? It depends on who's next to you, you know? If it's me, not so much. If it's Kurt, oh boy, look out.
Get ready.
Oh, man. Man, I do not want to get off of this battle. Hot Shot Seymour. They're going to be going head-to-head here as we're just at halfway, or just over halfway in this moto, number one. But if you're Seymour, like, don't be too concerned here, because, you know, 1-1's obviously got to feel good with the red plate. Come out, dominate, show everybody you're here to stay and you're here to perform. But a second is just as good as a first for an overall. If you can get it together for the second moto, that's what really matters. So you don't really have to come out here and absolutely try to dominate, especially if you've got somebody behind you that there might be a couple of incidents on the practice day or on the practice track that might have caused old Hot Shot to be a little miffed at you. You know what I mean, Sean?
Oh yeah, I know how that goes. Always gunning for that number one spot, but good old team competition. You know, I think it helps you become a better rider in the end anyways.
Well, absolutely. I mean, we all know, we all love playing this game, obviously, otherwise we wouldn't be streaming it and, you know, playing bikes for thousands of hours each year, I would say. But man, like, I don't know, I gotta ask you, do you think it's gonna be, you think Hot Shot's gonna throw him a wheel? Or do you think he's just gonna kind of let him go, knowing that, you know, what I just said, with second being just as good as a first?
You know, it's obviously a different situation than we had last week, where it's a non-teammate riding with him.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're teammates, you probably wouldn't throw him a wheel. You'll run him hard, but try not to get into him, you know. Give him as much respect as you can while racing him. Because in the end, you don't want to mess up and end up ruining both your races at the end of the day.
Well, right, and that's really what's going to happen here, right? So if they, you know, get together and both of them go down, well, the 739 or 63 on his bike, he's not too far behind him. And with cuts, it looks like Slow has taken the third position. Man, somebody mentioned that in chat earlier, that Slow was a sleeper. You know, he's trying to solidify this pass for third. Oh, he's going to get tangled up as they go three wide over that tabletop. He's looking for his first podium of the series, I think.
And when he gets a good start and he holds on to it, You know, these starts are tough, not getting tangled up, and you know sometimes it's not corner 1, but it's corner 3 where you end up getting taken out. So you got to be on your game for a few of them, but if you let Slow get a good start, he'll continue and push forward. That's for sure.
Well, just as we say that, Sean, Hotshot has taken the lead away from the current points leader, Seymour, and has set sail as we come through the rollers. It got just a little too close. Maybe a couple of mistakes from Seymour allowed him to get around him. But man, Hotshot looking for his first series moto win.
We did some practice with Hotshot the other week, man. He looked fast, and they're getting into these GP tracks. These guys are putting in the work. You can tell.
Well,
Hotshot has progressed a ton over the last week, just from my experience alone watching them. And yeah, these guys are putting in the work, and it's showing.
Well, I don't know, because it sounded like Seymour, downloaded this track late last night, maybe hopped on for 15 minutes of practice, and maybe it's just raw talent coming out now. Maybe he's gelling with the track, but Hotshot for sure is definitely gelling with this as he has opened the gap up to 2.25 seconds, but they have left the third place position in the rear view. Vote on that. Vote. I don't even know how to say his name. It sounds French. I don't know. Not 100%
We're
sure.
gonna need a clarification somewhere.
The 902 on that A-Stars Racing Kawasaki sitting 12 seconds back. Must have been a collision as Slow is slowly starting to shuffle back. That's going to allow Fuller to take the 3 spot away from him. Timing and scoring not really showing that, as Fuller has a lot of cuts. Mango to be just on the outside looking in for that top 5 position. But out front, man, Hotshot, these AMR guys, Aftermath Racing, they're showing up and showing out for sure.
I will say this is some of the tightest racing I think we've seen throughout the field through the whole series.
Well, absolutely, man. Like, Seymour is not letting go. We got 2.5 minutes plus 2 laps left in this moto number 1. And you know what, Sean? I think he's got a fire under his ass. I'm sure Pressure's in a voice call with him right now saying, just as I say that, Hotshot's going to make a mistake. Seymour's going to get around him. Uh-oh. Screens went black. Don't know what that's about. That's always fun. I love trying to stream when both of my screens go black. Man, these two are going head to head, toe to toe in a fist fight for this Moto 1 win.
It's always fun racing your buddy. You ride with them all the time, so you generally know what they're gonna do. But if Seymour said he's only got a little bit of practice on it, that means these guys haven't ridden this track together, so they don't really know what each other are gonna be doing here. They're watching and learning from each other and finding the faster lines, and it's showing. They're passing each other back and forth, so they're making each other faster, you can tell.
Oh, as Seymour's going to make a little mistake, Hotshot's going to go up the inside. Man, we have another change for the lead. You know what, Sean, you said it earlier. This is the tightest racing we have seen all season long. And these Aftermath Racing guys, they're not letting go of each other. Both of them want to win. I think Seymour does have a little bit of cuts here. Showing one. Yeah, man. Oh, that's going to be a tough one. If you want to win, you're going to have to pull all the stops. But, Sean, you race a lot. Well, I don't know. But, you play enough and there's one thing, and I've spoken about this a lot. When you get into these situations, time is running out, but can you just apply the pressure and just wait for him to, force a mistake?
I think that's one of the more advantageous moves on GP for sure, just because of the way these tracks are made. I think if you do apply pressure on them, it will make a mistake. But these guys also do ride together. So Seymour really knows if he can apply the pressure and make him make a mistake, or if he really knows that that's not going to work and I got to make a move now.
Well, time has expired. We will have 2 laps left to go, as out front we have Hot Shot on that Aftermath Racing Pro Precision Factory Suspension Husqvarna. Not too far behind him, our current points leader Seymour and teammate sitting in the 2 spot. But still in the same frame, we've got Vogt on that A-Stars Racing Kawasaki, the 902 machine. He's setting his sights on maybe a second, and if there's a mistake, maybe a moto win. But they have left this man here slow on that 223 Performance Racing Husqvarna in the rear view. Man, they are way far gone now. Fuller is currently sitting in front of him, but with cuts, he will be in the 5 spot. Mango, the 223 rider, in the 6 spot. Stowe also in front of him, but with cuts is going to be in the 7th spot. Sosha, who led laps early on, he's going to hold it down in 7th. This is a good ride for Sosha, I think. Probably didn't feel like he had the pace to run up front. Maybe a couple of mistakes here and there led him to, just kind of shuffle back. We got Sleepy on that TSC Husqvarna, the 701 ride, and the 222, the triple twos of Dino I think he just made a pass for 9th, but in the top 10. Shout out to Dino, man. He looked really good in qualifying. This top 10 finish, this has got to feel good for him.
I know that 222 means something. If you find a white TikTok chick, she can probably tell you what it means, but I've got no goddamn clue, but I think it means something good or bad. I really could not tell you.
Well, either way, white flag is out for our current race leader, Hot Shot. Man, talk about, running clean laps, minimizing mistakes, capitalizing on passes when it's necessary, not putting his teammate on the ground. Looks like Seymour's just going to try to, coast this one in, not, force a mistake. 'Cause like we said, Sean, second's just as good as a first here.
Exactly, man. Either way, you're set up well. You just know you got to get a good start on your next one. These guys are easily capable of doing that.
Well,
so I think he'll be in a good mindset going into the next one.
Does have to be careful because Vogt is right behind him. I think with cuts, it might be a little bit out of the picture for the old 902 ride as he sits 3 seconds back from Seymour. Man, talk about a solid ride by this guy. It looked really good. I don't know where he qualified, but he looked really good this moto. He crept up. Was kind of not really in the picture for a while, and then all of a sudden he was right there with them. As we have a couple corners to go, I think 2 more corners? 3 more corners? Nope, 2 more corners to go before the checker flag for moto number 1 will fly. And hopefully we can get, I don't know if Pressure's still watching the chat, but maybe we can get an interview with Hot Shot as he crosses the line, our Moto 1 winner, Hot Shot EXO, as he does a little bit of freestyling on that Aftermath Racing Pro Precision Factory Suspension Husqvarna. In the 2 spot, it's going to be Vogt. Oh no, unfortunate. Sean, can we get a quick replay of that?
Yes, let me go back and grab that really quickly here.
Where did that pass happen?
That must have been in the last corner.
It must have been. Oh, I think we're going to be out of time, unfortunately.
Yeah, we might not have made it
Oh.
on replay, no.
All good.
But that looked like it was right at the line, I think. There might have been some contact with some hands being raised there.
Is what it is, man.
That's some good racing.
Unfortunate. Hey, you know what? It doesn't really matter. We're going to kick kick it over to commercial. I don't know if Pressure's watching, but if old Hot Shot could hop into the interviews voice chat, we'll get a quick race or Moto 1 interview with him. And we'll get ready to go racing for Moto number 2.
Is anyone there? Wait.
Let the waves of time and space surround me. Yeah, 'cause I need room to breathe. Let me float back to the place you found me. Found me, found me, found me, found me.
Catastrophe.
Hot Shot. How's it going,
What's up?
man? Hey,
How's it going?
congratulations on your Moto 1 win. That was an amazing battle between you and the current points leader and your teammate, Seymour. Take us through that
Yep.
race, buddy.
Yeah, I had a not so good start. Got taken out. No big deal. Weekly thing. Just pushed my way back up to the top 5 the first lap, and just try to lock on to Seymour. Me and him kind of pulled away for a little bit. Luckily, one of our another AMR team members hopped in the call and said, "Go 1-2," and me and Seymour said, "Oh man, don't jinx us," and he had to jinx us. So, but it was a good battle.
Hey, man, you looked really good. I don't know where you qualified. Wasn't really paying attention a whole lot. All eyes were kind of on your teammate there for the red plate. But, you know, we said early on in the stream that red plate's heavy, but it definitely seemed like early on that it wasn't that heavy. But, man, you applied the pressure. You stayed consistent, and you looked absolutely amazing out there capitalizing on passes. Dude, all right. So you just got done with Moto 1. What do you think is the most challenging part of this track tonight?
Honestly, we spent some laps on it last night, luckily. I don't know, just entering the rollers and getting that corner and that trying to triple over that dragon's back was kind of challenging, but other than that, it was a pretty stellar race for myself and Seymour there.
Absolutely. Well, man, what's going to be the big takeaway for you as a rider, as a racer, as we head into Moto 2? You looking for another good start? What's your game plan for Moto 2?
I try to get a better start, and then just try to put down some laps, consistent laps, and hopefully pull away.
Hey, well, again, congratulations on your Moto 1 win. Anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, AMR, training partner Seymour, and them PPFS. Yeah, that's pretty much about it.
Awesome, man. Well, again, congratulations. We'll be looking out for you in the second Moto, man. Good luck.
Awesome. Yep, thank you.
All right.
Yep.
Well, actually, we might have another interview here. Let's hop in with our current points leader. Let's get a little bit of an interview from this guy. Seymour.
Guys.
What's going on, man?
Just talking the front.
Oh, man. We watched you out there, Moto 1. Dude, you looked so good. Awesome start. Ran out front for a little while, but it seemed to be that your teammate there had kind of just a little bit faster of a pace.
Yeah, he had the juice on me. And to be honest, that's no surprise. Hotshot and I do a lot of riding together, and we do a lot of pushing each other. One day he'll be 2 seconds faster, the next day I'll be a half second up, but I'd say on average he might have me most of the time, so I'm not too shocked. As we were pushing each other, and he came up on my inside on the one corner, and I just said to him, like, go, 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 like, just freaking, if you need to get away, I'll ride with you.
Well, awesome job, man. You ended up third, rounding out the podium. Normally we wouldn't do a podium interview for Moto 1, but you guys had such exciting racing. I do want to touch on this, though. What happened the last lap?
Guy got behind me. I said, oh boy, here we go. And then guys in the Discord were like, oh, come on, you can go 1-2, go 1-2. And I'm like, oh man. And talk to
I heard about the jinxing,
yeah.
Well, man, congratulations on your third for the first moto. We're going to be definitely watching you for the second one. But Moto 2 is about to start as we're getting ready to go racing here back in Portugal.
Well, let's get after it, boys. Thank you.
All right.
Good luck, brother.
Thank you.
Well, we have Moto 2 coming up, folks. It's going to be an absolute barn burner. If it's as exciting as it was in Moto 1, Sean, man, I don't know. Like, I might have to crush like 3-4 more beers here.
Right? I'm getting ready to put a shotgun hole in one of these because I'm not at the moment I need to be right now.
Hey, I mean, that was an absolutely outstanding race for a lot of the guys out there, specifically the AMR team. I know Pressure's been in chat all night. He's rooting on his guys. He wants to see all of these guys get ready and hopefully come out and do the same exact thing for Moto 2. Man, look at that. Rocking the Season 9 limited edition kit. Dino looking fire as always. We'll just do a quick fit check.
Oh, so I did some research on what the 222 means, and it symbolizes balance, harmony, and spiritual alignment. And also means trust the process.
Trust the process.
I know Dino's a big guy trusting the process. He's gonna trust the hell out of the process for this race, and he's gonna end up doing well. I can tell. He's gonna keep his head down.
I gotta agree with you, Sean. All right. Well, we have the Cates suspension one to watch for Moto 2 as the 15-second board is up. Who are we calling out tonight, or for this Moto, Sean?
Man, I think we gotta go with Hotshot this time. He surprised us all there, really.
Absolutely.
Dominant race.
The gate
gotta watch him.
The gate is down. Who's gonna get the whole shot? Oh man, it's gonna be close, but it looks like Shellboy on that WSR SSW Husqvarna is going to be out front early on. Fuller in the 2 spot. And wow, great start for the 128 of Ruts. 43 Mud in the 4 spot. And Stowe. Oh, as Ruts goes down. Oh, man, that's unfortunate. A couple of collisions. That's going to shuffle things around. Man, the SCD guys are buried. But where are our Moto winners? Oh, there's our Moto 1 winner, Hotshot, all the way back there. Dino in tow. Oh, man. But out front early on. I got to find him here. There we go. Up and around the corner, we got Shellboy, so we're going to hop on board with him real quick as we just swap over to the TV cameras. This is unfortunate. Oh, man, all the way back to 25th for our Moto 1 winner. Seymour in 15th. Oh, heartbreaker for these guys.
That frag's getting deep, too. You can see it in the ruts. So
oh, man.
It's only gonna add... Oh, actually, it's either gonna add or help out your struggles. One or the other. It's gonna either go very well or very bad with trying to make your way through the pack here.
I mean, if you're accustomed to riding a rough track, which we saw last week on a sand track, Seymour seemed to handle the roughness pretty well. But Vo is going to cut over. Wow. That was a...
What a pass.
See if we get a replay on that one, Sean, real quick.
Who was that? We just might get it from Seymour's perspective here, because that was incredible.
Oh man, that was tough to watch.
All right, 1 second here. We're getting her in position. Oh my God.
All right, go ahead and click play for me. Oh man! Wow, that was absolutely brutal there. Holy crap! I don't know.
He might have put someone else off the track in the next pass. Also,
that's tough to see.
And my game crashes.
Oh no! All right, well, we'll hold it down for you. Shellboy on that WSR SSW, he is out front early on. 43 mud, 5 seconds back as Kimball is going to take the 2 spot away from him. Rounding out our top 3. On the outside looking in is going to be Breadward on that DJ Design Suzuki. Vo, the ridiculous pass of the week. The Owen Wilson wow of the week. He's worked his way into the top 5, going after Skeep Easy as he's going to take the pass away, or take the line away from him. Stowe on the 224 machine in 7th. Kurt, the 191 going head-to-head with the 128. Oh, man, former teammates. Ruts, you better look out. That Kurt-seeking missile, it knows its target, and it's coming fast. He's going to go side by side, takes the line away, cross jumps a little bit. Oh, Ruts runs it in hard. Kurt goes down. No way. Unbelievable.
I know how Ruts is thinking in that moment. You know, if you got Kurt on the inside of you, you see the little cross jump that happened before that. Oh my God.
Well, it doesn't pan out as Ruts is going to go down in the corner afterwards, and Kurt is going to take the position away, goes off track, back on. Oh man, it's about to get wild here, folks. And this is for 8th place. What are we doing?
These guys for the lead at the Daytona 500, that's for sure.
Oh,
Kurt is off.
No, Baboso! Russ is gonna go down too! They're gonna allow so many people by. Oh man, these two absolute characters. As our Moto 1 winner is gonna move up into the top 10. Where is Seymour? Not too far behind him as he's got to get around the 191 of Kurt. And the splash. Man, this is incredible to watch. Out front, man, I really don't want to go away from this. This is incredible. Hot Chop making his way towards the front as he's gonna go around Talobi for 8th. Mango is his next target, sitting in that. Well, it looks like Stowe will be this next target in the 7th spot. But out front, Shellboy on that WSR SSW Husqvarna, the 282 machine, has opened up a substantial lead. 12 seconds on Breadward on that Suzuki. Wow. A dominating performance by this guy early on in this second moto, Sean.
Definitely, man. You know, I'm looking blind right here, but I feel like Helen Keller. But you know, it's definitely been a great race, and you know, I'm excited to see what keeps happening.
Oh, I mean, it's been wild. I mean, holy cow. We've got currently Breadward sitting in 2nd, but we've got oh man, an absolute freight train for our final podium position, as we've got Mango gonna go down, allowing 43. Vote, our runner up in the first moto, he's gonna go towards the that 3 spot. Stowe in tow, but man, it looks like Kimball. Man, this is an incredible battle here, as I believe Vote is going to take the 3 spot away. The 902 machine on that A-Stars Racing Kawasaki. He's going to take our final podium position. 43 Mutt not too far behind him. Stowe making a little bit of a mistake there, shuffling back behind Kimball. Man, if you're Breadward, you gotta get on the gas here, because Vote's coming, and he's looking for a potential overall win here. Hotshot has made his way up to the 7th position, but he's got a couple of riders to get around. I believe that was Stowe, so he'll get another position there. Mango hot on his heels there. With Cuts, though, man, it's going to be tough for him to get around. Oh, he's going to go up the inside, make a mistake, and go down. Man, Hotshot looking, off the track a little bit, saves it. It's going to come back on, might get a little bit of cuts there, unfortunately. Where is our current points leader? Seymour all the way back to 9th. This is a salvage ride for sure, as Mango's going to make another mistake and go down. Unfortunate. Shellboy opening up that lead even further now. We got Breadward. Man, you got to get on the gas, buddy. There is an absolute freight train behind you, as 43 is going to take that position away again for our final podium position. Vogue going to run him a little wide, takes the line away, shuts the door, and makes a pass for 3rd. Hotshot making his way up here. Currently sitting 5th, but he's got Kimball right behind him. Oh, man, look at that hole there, Sean. The bottom of that. Well, is that the whole shot roller? Is that what that is?
It looks like it.
Man, that is
It's definitely getting chewed out. I would not be having much fun on this track right now. And a bike flying across the track.
Oh, man. Hotshot gonna hold it down in that 5 spot, as Kimball has thwarted the pass attempt away from him, but they have made the pass, or Vote has made the pass on Breadward. That would put him currently in the moto win or the overall win position here. So if you're Hotshot, you got to get on the gas and you got to start making passes quick. Don't know if it's going to be too much of an issue here, but if these guys in front of you get together, as they do, and he's going to get connected with the bike. Makes it
through.
Holy cow, talk about a close call there.
That was some of the craziest luck I've seen. He fully connected with that bike and barely lost speed. If that was me, I would be tomahawking into the crowd. But this guy's just built different, that's for sure.
Yeah, hot shot on that Aftermath Racing Pro Precision Factory suspension ride. Our Moto 1 winner, man, he looks good. He's got his sights set on Kimball. But hey, we got 5.5 minutes plus 2 laps left in this Moto 2, so we're going to give you a quick top 10 rundown brought to you by Cloud Suspension and Visuals. Out front with a dominating lead is going to be Shellboy on that WSR SSW Husqvarna. The 902 of Vote on that A-Stars Racing Kawasaki in the 2 spot. Holding it down 3rd is going to be the 427 of Kimball. The 310 of Hotshot, our Moto 1 winner, as Kimball's going to go down and Vo's going to get... And Hotshot goes to the 2nd position.
Oh, my God.
I am glad we got that on stream, folks. That is incredible. Hotshot going to moving his way up to the 2nd position. I think that gives him the overall here. All right, now as we're getting shuffled back, we've got Stowe in the 5 spot, Vo in the 6 spot, 43 Mud in the 7th spot. The 151 of Talobi on that TBR KKI Aero Husqvarna in the 8th spot. Shorty on the ATR Racing BFS KTM in the 9th spot. Rounding out our top 10. Oh, man, it's tough to say. Well, Mango with cuts is the 922 on that 223 Performance Racing Husqvarna. And on the outside looking in, that's going to be Ruts, your series host, the 128 ride on that 223 Performance Racing. As time winds down, man, where is our points leader? All the way back to 20th. Oh, heartbreaker for him, as he's going to go down, get the... God, get the commentator's curse. But out front, Shellboy. Man, he looks good. He's got a little bit of lap traffic to deal with. But not too much, man.
I do think this track, almost not having ruts in some of these corners will help you pass lappers, just because you know you're going to be able to get through that flat track corner a little bit faster than those guys are. So you can cut under them, cut out and around them. You got a lot of options to pass them, definitely.
Well, Shellboy is making it look like easy work as he's going to get around J-Lu on that ATR Racing KTM. Kimball has made the pass back on Hotshot, however. I think, honestly, like, if you're Hotshot here, I mean, you have to, you know, keep the pressure applied, because we've seen mistakes out of Kimball before. You got to be looking for that overall, and I think he would have it. I didn't look at the top 10 as we cross the line. Oh, as Kimball makes a mistake, and Hotshot's going to capitalize. Just like that, folks. Commentator's curse. It's real. Man. I mean, 2.5 minutes plus 2 laps, Sean? Can we get a quick lap time check for our leader and current second place?
Well, my game just crashed again. So.
Oh, so no.
So I don't think we can, but I'm loading in currently.
Wow.
So if my SSD does its job, I can get one for you.
Yeah, well, is what it is. Man, I mean, Hotshot's going to really have to start putting on the afterburners here on that Aftermath Racing Husqvarna if he wants to potentially go 1-1 tonight. And if you're Seymour, man, you got to start making some passes right quick and in a hurry here, because it is championship time. You got to be thinking about that red plate as he's going to get ran into by T-Dub. But if you're Shellboy, I mean, you're coasting. You got 22 seconds. This is an absolutely dominating lead. Looking great out there early on. Got a great start. Honestly, hasn't had a change for the lead. Whole shot to potentially a moto win. That's a great way to, you know, contend for a title in this series. No idea where he is in points, however. Let's take a quick look.
Well, it looks like Shellboy's been running some very good laps.
No, he absolutely has. And he's currently sitting 30th in points right now. So I think his title hopes are all but forgotten here, unfortunately. But, you know, a moto win's a moto win. I don't know how it'll affect the overall. Where did he finish Moto 1? Let's just take a look here. Does not look like Rut's uploaded the Moto 1 results yet. Well, is what it is. I have no idea where he finished Moto 1, but time is running out. We will have 2 laps to go this time by for Shellboy. In the 2 spot, though, our Moto 1 winner and, I mean, arguably our overall winner tonight. That's going to be Hotshot on that AMR Pro Precision Factory suspension Husqvarna. He's closed the gap a little bit, but if you're Shellboy...
Ooh, Hotshot goes down.
Oh, no. Unfortunate. Let's get a quick replay of what happened there. He's coming around this corner. A little bit of a bobble. Jumps a little far down. Pushes the front out of the rut. Oh, tough. That is tough, folks. Well, now he's got Kimball on his heels. He is going to make the pass back. I don't think that's going to make that big of a difference, but you got to watch out. Vo is not too far behind you. And if he finishes better, well, I mean, that might potentially be a chance for an overall here. You have to get around Kimball for this, I think. Because a 2-3 would be 5, and a 1-4 would be 5. So that would put Hotshot in second and vote with the overall win here. Man, that's tough. Oh, Shellboy's gonna make a mistake as he's gonna go down. I don't think he's worried too much about that, but I dig the Arma helmet. Big Jason Lawrence fan. The real J-Law. You know what I mean? Oh, Kura, let me know. Shellboy finished 25th in Moto 1. Oh, man, that's tough.
And look at where our points leader is right now, 18th. It's tough. It's tough when you don't get those good starts. You get buried. There's really nothing you can do. I mean, besides just keep your head down, try and pick some people up. Hopefully they make mistakes, and just know you can run a little bit faster laps than most of those guys.
Oh man, right here, right now, Sean. This is the battle for the overall. We've got Vo and Hotshot going head to head as Vo's gonna cross jump him, and Vo's gonna go down. That's gonna allow Hotshot to have a little bit of breathing room here. Man, we've seen that kind of riding out of Vo before, man. Like, I don't know, like, it's the last lap, you gotta make a pass, but I don't know if cross jumping somebody, putting yourself on the ground is the right move to make. But if you're a Hotshot, dude, you gotta get on the gas and you gotta put a person in between you, because as it sits right now, Vo gets the overall. Just by my math.
And you also know he's gonna put another aggressive pass on you again if you make a mistake.
Oh,
absolutely. And you let him get a wheel.
Absolutely.
So he's definitely riding with a lot of throttle on the mindset for sure.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, what do you do in this situation? Well,
you hold down right trigger and you hope for the best, I think.
Well, I mean, we got a couple of corners to go, Sean. Shellboy on that WSR SSW. Man, that's a lot of S's and W's. I said this last week. He whole shot, led every lap. This is an amazing ride for him. I'm sure he's going to be celebrating his first moto win of the series with a dominating lead over Kimball in that 2 spot. As we have one more corner to go, we're going to have Shellboy cross the line. And he has done it. His first moto win of the season. Don't know if it's going to make any sort of effect on the overall points. Kimball going to cross the line in second. Hotshot, our potential overall winner. Maybe, I don't know, with cuts it might be close. And Vo takes it at the line because of cuts. Unbelievable. Hotshot going to finish second overall with a 1-4. Oh, an absolute heartbreaker. Mango in the 5 spot. The 224 of Stowe, he's going to take 6th as we cross the line. Fuller in the 7 spot. The 177 of Shorty on that ATR BFS KTM, he's going to take 8th overall, or 8th this moto. Looks like Breadward and Sleepy. Breadward's going to take it. Dino's going to take just outside the top 10. Tubbs in 12th. Good ride for Tubbs. Rut's looking at 13th. Splash in, or Slow in the 14th spot. Splash in the 15. Sosha. Oh, our points leader in the 15th spot. Man, that's a heartbreaker. Man, we're gonna take a quick commercial break as Ruts gets these results dialed in, Sean. But honestly, I don't know. I think Vote's going to be the overall winner for sure, but we're definitely going to try to get an interview with Hotshot for second overall. I have no idea who got third.
And I'm not a math guy. That was all over the place.
Absolutely.
For scoring.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I'm just gonna wait on the wait on the results here.
Yeah, no shot, man. I am not gonna try to guess that. All right, we'll be right back, folks, after a few short messages.
Yeah. 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 Who the jiggy nigga with the gold links?
Got me reminiscing about my old days. 3-6 suck a nigga dick, no foreplay. All day, booming out the trap through the hallway. Tell me what you niggas know about. Auntie saying turn it down, or she finna call the cops. We been plotting on the op, she the one who got the drop. Just a free quick fix it up, and it's okay. They gon' take me back to my old ways. I was trying to chill, pop sales ever since I got a deal. Kick it with my model chick, sick Chris. Fuck niggas wanna diss, now I gotta let them know it's really drill. Lord pretty Flacco Jordy.
Man, fuck this track, dude. I need to go somewhere cool, somewhere remote. You know, like that Greenland shit. Yo, what the fuck is this guy's deal? Doesn't he know he's got a moto coming up?
And then rain is in the forecast Monday through Sunday of next week.
Bro, it always
every
fucking
single
rains
day.
here. I'm
That's
so
why I
fucking
said
sick and tired of this shit, man. Fuck. All right, folks. We've got our third place finisher. Sean's down on the podium with Mango on that 223 precision or performance racing ride. Sean, take it away.
Man, you were running really good, really consistent. Like what was the keys to that, man?
Man, I don't know. I was just trying to stand up, stay on the pegs, and try to ride a smooth, clean race. And that E-Road, I mean, I don't think the moto tracks really E-Road like that. It was kind of weird getting back into some deep stuff, but I don't know. I just tried to stand up, stay smooth, and hold my lines.
Yeah, man, that's definitely the key. So tell me about those starts, man. Those starts looked interesting. But what was the keys to staying safe on the starts tonight?
Oh, come on, man. I know you've seen me. I don't know. I couldn't tell you how to stay safe.
Oh man, I know I struggle with the same stuff.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Sometimes, dude, sometimes I don't know if there is an answer to staying safe. Sometimes it's like you go down, you get taken out the first corner on the start, and you end up doing better than the people who get taken out in the second corner. It doesn't make much sense to me sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that race really praying for the takeouts in the second and third corners because I couldn't make it through the first, so I don't know.
Right? Yeah, sometimes that's how it goes, man. Well,
Yeah.
you still ran really good tonight. Anyone
Thank
you
you.
want to thank?
Yeah, man, my whole team, especially Shifty, he's special and love him. But Rut, Slow, Holmes, everybody, man, they're all awesome and keep me motivated to keep pushing and playing.
Hell yeah, dog. Thanks for coming in, man. You ran really well tonight.
Yep. Thank you, guys. See ya.
Yep. See you, man. Congratulations on your third overall.
Yep. Thank you.
All right. Well, Sean, my math was wrong, unfortunately. We have our overall winner. That's going to be none other than our Moto 1 winner, Hot Shot, on that AMR Pro Precision Factory Suspension Racing, or Pro Precision Factory Suspension Husqvarna. Hot Shot. All right.
Sure.
We got to talk about that start. What happened?
I got a good start. Came out the first corner like fifth, and then domino effect. I just kept falling in and falling in. I think I was actually in last place coming off the second turn, so I had a little bit of grinding to do to get back up front.
Sean, I'll let you take the rest of this interview, man.
Yeah, man, that's tough, especially in an amateur series coming from the back when you go down. Like what were you trying to do there just to salvage your way back to the front?
Left trigger, a lot of braking.
Yeah,
a lot
fair.
of bikes
That's
went
fair.
down. So yeah, just standing up and basically all the ruts. I think Mango nailed it perfectly. The ruts were really weird. Kind of couldn't really read them. And then a lot of bikes just tumbling around. So left trigger was definitely best friend that moto until I got kind of out front, and then I kind of settled, and I really didn't realize I had 4 seconds of cuts. I know I cut the track on the first corner there, but I thought it maybe been the second or so. But hey, it is what it is. Vote came up on me quick, and I thought for sure he had it. I crossed the line. I was like, damn, he got me by 0.2. So
We said the same thing in here. I was pretty amazed. That was a really good race though, dude. You definitely salvaged it, came through the pack, did what you needed to do, got the dub. So yeah, congrats, man. Anyone you want to thank?
yeah, I'd like to thank the boys over at AMR, Pressure Radio, the co-owners over there. Thank you boys for letting me be on the team and also be part co-owner as well. Seymour, I know he had a second moto that was pretty tough, but he held his head high and finished it out. Came home with a 7th, so I know he a little down in the dumps about that one, but I have no doubt in my mind that he'll bounce back next week. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys for hosting this, and also Pro Precision for the suspension work.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Incredible ride tonight, man. Cannot. That was some of the most fun racing we've watched all season. I don't know about anybody that's been watching the stream at all, but I was, dude. There was portions of that where I was standing up, especially first moto between you and Seymour. Like that was really cool to watch.
Yeah, I was holding my breath most of it, so I had to keep telling myself, breathe, relax. And my thumbs went numb at towards the end there, and I tucked the front once there at the end, but hey, it happens.
All right, man. Well, congratulations on your overall win. We're really going to be definitely looking forward to seeing you out next week.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Well, Sean, man, that's good. Honestly, man, like that's a pretty incredible night of racing if you ask me, dude. Like,
oh, definitely.
Dude, like what? That was the most excited I've been all series watching racing. It was awesome. Well, hey man, I got to give a huge shout out to all the sponsors for CCRL. We've got East Coast Dirtbags, MXB Factory, Cloud Suspension and Visuals. We've got Cade Suspension, TH Visuals, obviously myself, So-Called Designs. I mean, I don't need to shamelessly plug. I really hope that you guys enjoyed the stream this week. We did a lot of work in the back end from last week to this week, and we're trying our best to just give you guys the best broadcast that we can for two guys that really enjoy just drinking beers and calling racing, huh?
Oh, definitely, dog. That just minor improvements every week is the goal. You know what I mean?
It's getting better and better each week, man. And honestly, like, hey, huge shout out to all the guys in chat. We had, Pressure, we had Holmes, we got T-Dub, Goat, the Jimmy, I believe that runs the East Coast Dirtbags YouTube channel, Cameron, Kura. Man, like, thank you guys so much for coming out. I really appreciate the viewership. It's not for nothing. I would have done this anyways just to help Ruts out, because Ruts is a homie and he deserves the best possible stream. But yeah, that's gonna do it for round 3 of the Coast to Coast Racing League Amateur Outdoor Championship presented by East Coast Dirtbags and MXB Factory. I'm Dylan Carlson alongside Sean Hardy. Also just the quick little sign off, man. Got to give a huge shout out to Miller Lite, man. They've been keeping me absolutely dehydrated this entire stream. I'm on my 3rd one, which is, I don't know, Sean. That seems like kind of rookie numbers, right?
Yeah, dude. Last week I'm on beer number 2 right now. I've been taking it easy tonight, but last week I was like, I think I had 5 during the stream. And I was like, man, I might need to calm it down a little bit. You know what I mean?
yeah, but it is what it is. Anyways, thank you guys so much. That's gonna do it for us tonight, and we hope to see you next week.
Please come now. I think I'm falling. I'm holding on to what I think is safe. It seems I found the road to nowhere, and I'm trying to escape. I am back when I heard thunder, but I'm down to one last breath. And will it let me say, hold me now. I'm 6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking maybe 6 feet is so far down.